Okay, usually when it's a Sonic thing, I usually dressed up in my Sonic Begins outfit. But for once, no. So for once, I want to review a video game. What video game you want me to review? Well, one from my childhood. Well, necessarily I can't say my childhood. Sonic Adventure. Sorry. Sonic Adventure. Yes. Those of you who know me in real life, I love Sonic the Hedgehog. Not love him as in I wanna... No, I'm not like that. But I do love the games. The Sega Genesis games, well, not enough Sega Saturn games. But let me tell you something that I want to show you guys that I still have today. My Dreamcast. Don't know if it still works, but I still have it. And I have a lot of nostalgic memories for this. Until the PS2 beat the crap out of it. But of the 90s, Sonic was doing good in the early 90s. Some of Sonic's games were not, how can I put this? Some of them weren't necessarily good. I'm of course talking about Sonic 3D Blast. Yeah, I'm talking about that one. But I am going to say some Sonic games were pretty successful. Maybe a few of them. Mostly from the Sega Genesis times. And also one game from Sega CD. 32X. And then we have the Dreamcast. It's Sonic Adventure. It's pretty much what the Sonic franchise should be when it turns into a movie. So now Sonic is in the human world. Both Tails, Amy, and Knuckles, and somehow Big the Cat are now in the human world. They somehow don't explain why they're in the human world. It's just like, oh, we're just in the human world. That's it. So I'm not sure if this is Mobius. I'm not sure if this is Earth, but we know it could be both. Dr. Robotnik has another evil plan where he now wants to take this water creature named Chaos and get all the Chaos Emeralds together in order to turn it into perfect chaos. I know it's ironic however you say it, but perfect chaos would be the biggest monster that Sonic has ever come against for the first time. There were several games where Sonic did go up against, well, mostly Dr. Robotnik's robots, but not technically a big giant water monster. But now that's been said, let's talk about the gameplay of the game. So Sonic's part of the game is that you have to do a lot of racing, a lot of the usual stuff, and a lot of things that you normally do in a Sonic game. That's like racing to the checkpoints, racing through beating up robots, turning them into that are turned back into animals, just going back and forth. You know, that's what the games are mostly known for: racing, running around, beating robots, and fighting Dr. Robotnik. That's clearly what you basically do. And it gets really cool once you see the graphics on probably both versions. The Dreamcast version and the GameCube version. I'm going to go into that pretty soon, but just to let you know, the gameplay of Sonic, you know, jump, flip, you know, climb, whatever, you know, you get the idea. Spin dash, all those things. Clearly that's all you get from Sonic. Now, moving on to Tails. I know, love or hate Tails, you can say whatever. But pretty much Tails' levels is pretty much him just basically trying to be as fast as Sonic or just trying to beat Sonic in a race, basically. We know Sonic can beat Tails in a race, but in this case, in the game, you have to beat Sonic in a race. And at the end of Tails' level, you have to beat Dr. Robotnik in a race in order to save the city, basically. Also, I should mention, Knuckles' levels are a little different. You do have a boss battle on certain parts, but for Knuckles' levels, it's a lot more different. For Knuckles, you have to find the Master Emerald. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Master Emerald is this big, giant Chaos Emerald. It's practically the size of... probably the size of a usual giant-ass rock, but, I mean, not too big. Like, you know how you go to parks and they have, like, big, giant rocks? Kind of think of it like that. So basically, all you have to do is just find the Master Emerald, pieces of the Master Emerald. You have to find 3 of them. If you find all 3, you win the game. Well, you win the level, basically. And also, you have the final boss is Chaos, and that's it. Chaos, who's turned into this big giant bug thing. But either way, what else can I basically say? Oh no. You know, part of me wants to not talk about this character because I really hate this character a lot. I'm not talking about Knuckles, I'm talking about the next character you have to play in order to get to the main level of beating the whole entire game. I'm of course talking about Amy Rose. If you want my list of characters I want to probably have sex, kill, kiss, or probably cuddle with, if you want my list of a character I probably would rather kill, is Amy Rose. I swear to God I hate Amy Rose. I really swear to God I hate Amy Rose. I think she's annoying. I think she's the worst Sonic character in the history of Sonic characters. There's Amy, there's Chris Thorndike, and I guess that might be it. Well, I'm not gonna go into any of the details, but basically Amy's levels are a little kind of similar to Sonic's, but for the decent thing about it, you only get 3 levels with Amy. That's it. And also you have to escort this bird that she's with. And also you're also being chased by this robot, which we all can call that robot sexual harassment! Yeah. So pretty much, what else I can basically say? Amy's levels, you just gotta just race through, get to the checkpoint, that's it. That's all I can basically say. And now to the worst one. I mean, maybe not as worse as Amy, but the worst levels you have to do in order to get to the main level at the end. I'm of course talking about Big the Cat. Big the Cat levels, I swear to God, I freaking hate these levels. The camera is always doing this, like moving back and forth, hardly trying to, focus on what it's trying to do. But yeah, all you do in this level, or Big's levels, is fishing. Yeah, I'm not kidding. You're just fishing. You're fishing. You're going fishing. That's fishing? Really, Sega? You think we want to fish? For real? That's just stupid. But I am going to go into the next person who has the best level out of Amy and Big. E102, aka Gamma. So pretty much Gamma is a robot that you have to play. And I think out of all the characters, even out of Sonic, I think he has the most interesting story out of everybody in the whole entire gameplays. So pretty much E102, his deal is that he was created by Dr. Robotnik. Dr. Robotnik created him to destroy Sonic, or just destroy, or just do his bidding. So pretty much, out of all the characters, when it takes Amy, who actually helps him, you know, from Sonic, basically, Amy finally makes him realize that he has to turn against Dr. Robotnik and go after all the other E102 robots, or E1 series robots, to be more specific. It's pretty much after he turns against Dr. Robotnik, he faces his brother, Beta, or Beta. So Beta. So both you have the stage where you defeat Beta, but in the cutscene, basically Beta blasts you, takes like one last shot at you. But basically, at the very, very end, Gamma dies. Yeah. It's sad, and we have my favorite sad song in the history of sad songs. And yes, I did play that in one of my Sonic, well, all of my Sonic fan films. But either way, the ironic thing, well, going back to Amy's levels, in part of Amy's levels, you find out that the bird that she's escorting, now I think if you play Amy and E102's levels, just those together, pretty much Amy is escorting Beta and Gamma, or in their bird forms, or as I call them, the afterbird forms, pretty much are family. So pretty much Amy was escorting Beta and Gamma, family member, so they can, unite, basically. I know, happy ending at the very, very end for Amy. Now for the final stage. The final stage, Perfect Chaos. So pretty much after Sonic beat Dr. Robotnik, Sonic and crew have to come together to make Super Sonic. Super Sonic is not only back once more again, but I always ask the question, why is it the fact that Knuckles actually beats Super Sonic when he's not Super Knuckles? Anyways, but so Sonic becomes Super Sonic, and this part of the game, you have to keep having more than 50 rings. Now you have a little less, let's just say like less than 20 rings, you lose your Super Sonicness and you die. And basically all you're doing is racing through the, flooded city, and basically trying to knock out Chaos. It gets a little challenging, but you'll get used to it once you play the game, basically. But anyways, so clearly we have this character, Dekal, this echidna female character So clearly she comes and brings chaos to, I assuming, the heavens, I'm guessing, along with the other Chows. And also the little Chows, all you have to do is, there's a stage where you have to, take care of the Chow. Think of it as Digimon, Pokemon, Sonic Adventure DX version. The graphics are a little better, but not good. I mean, the camera sucks. The graphics are good, but they're not that great. But the original one's graphics are kind of decent, but maybe not as good as the DX version. But I should mention, certain parts. There are now with the Dreamcast version, you can't skip the cutscenes, but the GameCube version, you can skip the cutscenes. Also, in the Dreamcast version, they have Metal Sonic in the foreground or part of the But here on the 3D on the GameCube one, you can actually play Metal Sonic in that one. So there's some type of lock thing you're supposed to do, or some type of thing you're supposed to lock. I don't know. It's something that you have to read the, strategy books, basically. So pretty much, what else can I say? Well, until I review another Sonic game, which we all know, the one I really want to review. So till next time, guys, stay fast, stay safe, and also, Vertical Spy, outro.